Alright, so I already did the part for this slick ponytail. And I had to change up how I just had it. Because I got out the shower. Look, it's shrinking up already. It's shrinking up all freaking ready. I don't like that. That is the hardest thing about being a black girl. My hair shrinks up so bad. But, you know, I love my hair. I wouldn't want it anyway other than what it is already. But, yeah, it'd be a struggle. I'm not doing this slick ponytail on this side, right? And I know that because it's not going to lay down how I'm thinking it's going to lay down because I didn't do it in sections. But it's okay because I'm not going nowhere anyway. But I'm talking about my bullying experience because this is a part of healing. And I want to help other people heal from it as well. Especially people who might be going through it right now. Y'all know it's bullying season. Every time it's school, it's back to school stuff happening. It's bullying season because you get bullied at school. But I'm going to specifically talk about bullying from elementary school and middle school. And like I said, at the moment, this is a healing thing. When I was in the shower and last night, because it's been some other stuff from, like I said, I'm 19, so I already graduated from high school. So people think because stuff happened in somebody's past that it should be over, it shouldn't be talked about no more, it's over with. That is not the case. No, it's never the case. Even if somebody died, it's never the case. And y'all should know that by how the protest happens after somebody dies. It's never over. What people go through in their life and the things that like happen to them is never over because they're gonna forever remember it. They're forever gonna be healing from it until they heal completely from it, which that's what I'm trying to do right now. I'm trying to completely heal from stuff because I'm trying to have this definite rebirth and be a better person, even though I am a good person already. But all of this toxic stuff that happened to me in my life, that's the stuff that makes you a bad person because subconsciously it gives you bad traits. It gives you bad traits, bad ways of thinking, negative ways of thinking, and stuff like that. Oh yeah, I messed up on this part, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. So I don't even know if I'm gonna do this video because actually I have some stuff to do in like 9 minutes. So I'm gonna be making this quick. And I can't do this in this because it's backwards, bro. It's backwards. Okay, but anyway, so I'm gonna make it super quick. I was gonna drag it out, but I'm gonna make it super quick. So in elementary school, so as y'all can tell and as y'all see, I'm a very spiritual person. And if y'all read my bio and my main page, y'all see why I'm a spiritual person. I found that out. It made me better to know these things. So in elementary school, I was in first grade. That was one of the first times I got bullied by a group of people for a period of time, and it was like really big and like detrimental to me and my spirit. So I was a first grader, and I got bullied by third graders who would bully me about my skin color. And now as a person, as looking back, getting older and older and seeing these people and remembering the things that they did to me, they was darker than me. Like, I'm dark, but they darker than me. I look at them now, not now because I haven't seen them really, but then when I got older, I looked at them and remembered them bullying me for being black and being dark skinned and calling me burnt black roaches and all this kind of stuff, blackie, all like a lot of derogatory names of being black. You would think it would be white people saying this, especially since I lived in a predominantly white city, town, whatever. But no, it was black people bullying me for being black. Some of them was lighter than me, and some of them, like I said, darker than me. But anyway, so I was in first grade, and they was bullying me, and they was third graders. And one day, I don't know if this is the same group, but one day the group would die. I don't even know what happened, but they chased me throughout the school, and I was running to the bathroom or whatever because they was trying to do stuff to me. So I ran to the bathroom, and I think I was screaming down the hallway too because like at school people shouldn't be bullying people first of all. So I didn't want to get jumped. I'm in first grade. I don't want to get jumped. So I ran to the bathroom, whatever, and I'm standing in the bathroom. They kicking on the door, banging on the door. Then finally, a teacher come, I guess, and make them clear out the bathroom or whatever. And I stayed in the bathroom because I'm not coming out. They got me messed up. So that was in first grade. I don't know the whole backstory to that because, like I said, first grade, my memory is like, I remember specific stuff like, okay, I was getting bullied and it was these people and this is what happened this day. That's what I remember. But the next big bullying thing that happened to me was when I was, I think, either in fourth grade. Yeah, I was in fourth grade, I think, and I had just started middle school. And this girl, she kept wanting to sit by me on the bus, whatever. We would sit by each other. We was cool, whatever. But after a while, like, so now me being older, I understand what was going on. It was something spiritual, and I just didn't know. Like, all my life, this spiritual stuff been happening to me. I just didn't know. I didn't have nobody to confide in, and I didn't know how to deal with it or how to be aware of it. But anyway, so I started distancing myself from her because back then it wasn't the fact that I could say, oh, the energy is off, because I wasn't like consciously aware of like what energy was and all that kind of stuff. Like I said, fourth grade. So I just knew that the smell was off, and not like BO. It wasn't no musty, tangy stuff like that. It wasn't that. It was like fumes. It smelled like fumes, and I couldn't take it. And so, you know, I just distanced myself from her a little bit on the bus or whatever. But I'm like a nice person, and if somebody being nice to me, I'm gonna be nice to them back. If somebody's speaking to me, I'm gonna like give them attention and stuff. And I don't have problems with people, even now still. Like, people who done me so wrong, I'm just an empathetic person. So like, I know how life goes, and I know people that are bad because of a certain reason. But anyway, but that doesn't excuse anything that they did to you, to me, to anybody. But so anyway, so the fumes was like getting to me. So now I know it was really just energy, and I didn't have the mind capacity and the awareness and the consciousness of like I do now to know that, oh, it was the energy was off. And probably because what had happened after this started, what had happened after that was going to happen, and my higher self was trying to give me like hints to get away from her and like to distance myself from her or whatever. But all I know at that time was that the smell was off, and like it smelled like chemicals and smelled like fumes and stuff like that. And so like I just really couldn't take it. So I wasn't trying to be rude or nothing. I just really couldn't take it. So I stopped sitting like so close to her. So stopped sitting next to people. And even now in my real life, I don't get close to people, first of all, because my touch is sensitive, my smell is sensitive, the energy be off. And now I know it's because like I'm very awoke, like I'm a spiritual person. Like I just have powers like that. But so that's why I keep my distance from people, and I think that's the underlying reason why it's 6 feet apart for this virus, because you know it's a virus. Viruses aren't bacteria. Bacteria get antibodies and get bacteria get like it can be fixed. Viruses are different. That's why there's a difference between an STI and an STD. A sexual transmitted demon is the virus. The virus is very spiritual. So COVID is very spiritual. But anyway, like I'm saying, so I had tried to distance myself from her or whatever. So I guess her spiritual self was like letting her know too at the same time that I was acting weird. But I was being nice, but like I said, I consciously like started not being as close to her. So I don't know how that made her feel, whatever, all the way. She never like, I don't know. But just because that happened for me and I was distancing myself a little bit from her, she started having a big problem with me, which she got her cousin to have a problem with me, which in turn made her cousin's friends have a problem with me. And me and the cousin, now me and the girl, we never fought, we never did anything, but me and the cousin did end up having a fight or whatever. And before this even happened, before the fight even happened, and before I even had a problem with her cousin, so one day I was at my house, and it was one of the first days like that I really wasn't trying to sit by her and stuff like that. I just really, like, something was off, and I could tell, and I didn't know what to do, to be honest, and I didn't know how to feel. But I knew that I needed to distance myself. So it was nighttime, and I'm in the house with my family. I think we getting ready for dinner, or we just had dinner or something like that, because we was all downstairs, which we was back by the back door. We was all in the kitchen and stuff, in the living room. And so it was a knock on the back door. My mama, she never really let us outside as kids. We didn't go outside. We wasn't social like people outside. My mama was at work and we was in the house, and you know, we wasn't really social with the world. And looking back now, I understand exactly what she was doing, and I really feel so bad for giving her so much shit about like me not being able to go outside, have no friends, and me not doing this and this. And you, like, I feel so bad because like as a part of my healing and breaking through, like I felt like that was a problem for me, and like I did express that to her, and I'm sorry because now I understand. And low key, I'm gonna do it to my kids, so they probably gonna be like me and express that to me one day too. But just like in her position, I'm gonna know I did it for the best. So anyway, we never really went outside. So this little girl, I opened the door, and this little girl knocking at the door, and I'd never seen her a day in my life. But something told me that she looked like the girl from the bus. So I'm like, So my spirit guides then, and I didn't call them spirit guides then or whatever. It was just, you know, my intuition, but I didn't call it that either. I don't even know what I called it or whatever. But it was just telling me like she trying to lure me outside, probably to fight or to jump me or to do something, I don't know, but it just seemed off. So my alarm started going off. So I go and I tell my mama, I'm like, Mom, this little girl coming outside to ask me if I could come outside. And then I was like, but I told my mama, so I'm like, but Mama, I think she come into our house because I don't know her, but she looked like this girl that I just was getting into it with. We wasn't getting into it, but I explained to my mama like getting into it with on the bus or whatever. And she was like, what you mean? And I'm like, I think she's trying to lure me outside to fight me. And my mom was like, what? Oh no. So she like, go outside, Keirra. And I'm like, what? Go outside so they could jump, so somebody could fight me or something? She was like, no, she was like, you don't know if that's what's gonna happen, because you know my mama, when I be telling her stuff of what I be feeling like is happening and stuff, she don't take me as serious as she needs to, because I always be right. I always be right. No matter how long it take for people to realize that I'm right, for how long it take for the stuff to come to physical, I'm always right. So she like, oh no, I'm gonna stand by the door and see what's happening. So I go outside, right? Tell me why. So at this point, we lived in the complexes or whatever, the townhouse complex or whatever it's called. So we at the end, and then it's the like big building that's like it's connected to the other apartments like this, like the long way, horizontal. So we at the end. So I come out the back door, and so I look to the left, and it's a big ass group of kids, bro. And it's kids, because like I said, we was in middle school, I think 4th grade. It's a big ass group of kids. And the girl who I was thinking about was the reason that little girl was there, because they kind of resembled each other, in my opinion. She was right in front of Sitter. So I'm like, I knew it. She was trying to lure me outside to try to fight me. And mind you, like I said, I didn't do nothing to this girl. All I'm saying is, for me personally, how it went was the fumes, either of her or her spirit or what she was going through in her life at that time. It was like, it was rising my mind, my like what is it called, like my awareness. I didn't know, like as a kid, I didn't know what the freaking heck was going on. I just knew that I couldn't take the fumes that I smelled, which, like I'm saying, it wasn't like her, she smelled bad or nothing. Like, it wasn't like body odor, it wasn't like she stank, she nothing to talk about, stuff like that. It wasn't that. It really wasn't that. It was, like I'm saying, a super spiritual sense of something's off, something's wrong. So I see the fact that they all right there. So I'm like, yeah, they was coming to come fight me. She was coming to fight me, and she brought a whole group of people. And at this point, I don't remember if I had met the cousin before this or not, but I remember the cousin, I think, was right there at that time too. But so my mama see the fact that it's a group of people too. So at first she didn't know I was coming out with my mom. They didn't know my mom was gonna come outside. So my mama come outside as I'm getting closer to the group. And she was like, y'all here trying to find my baby or whatever. Y'all trying to jump her, like, what's going on? So then they flipped the story like, nah, we was just coming to see if she could come outside to come play, da-da-da, da-da-da. But mind you, me and my mama both know that was not the case. So some stuff happened with that, whatever, but nobody fought, obviously. Like I said, I never fought this girl. But so I don't know what happened, but that just escalated. And so from that day on, it was a group of people that just didn't like me as in middle school because of this situation and because of her and everything. And like I said, it escalated to the cousin, which one day before me and the cousin even started getting into it, we had the same, like, I don't know if we had the same bus stop or something. I don't think we had the same bus stop, but I don't know. So I was with my little white friend or whatever, and we was walking home because we get off at the same bus stop, and our houses is just through the same alley. But so I see the girl and her cousin get off the bus too, and that's why I don't think she really had the same bus stop as me. But she was trying to come by me, and she was like, you know, trying to intimidate me or whatever. But like, you know, obviously, like, I don't know if y'all could tell, but I'm like the type of person, like, I don't care. Like I don't have a problem. Like I gotta hurry up. I don't have a problem. So this is gonna be a part 2, probably part 3. I don't have a problem with people, even when they try to find me. Like, I'm not a violent person. I'm really not. Now, if I black out, oh, I'm gonna tell them in court. Like, I don't really know what I'm doing. If I black out during an altercation or something, I have no control over what I'm doing. I don't know why that happens, but like, that's why I don't get in physical things. Because if I black out, thing go like, this body of mine, it's not mine. Like, my consciousness, I don't know where it go, but my body just bing bing. Like, my body be on kill mode. Like, I don't take my life serious. I take my body serious, and I take what I go through serious. So if I black out, that's because, like, my spirit guides, my stuff felt like it got too far, and I gotta protect myself. I have to protect myself. So anyway, long story short, I'm not letting her phase me of what she trying to do or whatever. She trying to fight, whatever. So long story short, so instead of her hitting me, which is, she was coming to try to do something to me or whatever, she started hitting my friend, trying to make me react to it. And I wanted to react to it so bad, but I'm not a violent person, and I don't like altercations like that. But also, I don't like people bullying people, and I don't like people doing stuff to other people, because that girl had nothing to do with what we was going through at all. I barely had anything to do with what we was going through. But she started hitting my friend or whatever, and I'm like, stop, like, what are you doing? So me and my friend, like, she started crying, whatever. I don't even know exactly how the altercation all happened, but she started hitting my friend or whatever, and she was crying. We was walking home, and I was telling her, like, I'm so sorry that happened, like, and I wanted to, like, stand, like, I really wanted to, like, stand up for her more than what I did, but I was holding my ground and thinking, because I got to think logically, because if, like I said, if the other me take over and I black out from my consciousness of my grounding, it's over with. Like, it's over with. It's prison time. It is that saying 0 to 100 real quick. That's that. Like, and it's no joke. It's no joking about it. I don't take nothing like that. I don't take people putting their hands on me or other people. I don't take none of that stuff lightly. Don't do that. Keep your hands to yourself. Stay out my energy. Stay out my way. Don't put your hands on me at all. Stuff like that. But anyway, so that long story short, because I gotta be somewhere. I gotta do something. Well, actually, I gotta be here. Somebody else gotta come here or whatever. But anyway, so that happened. And so that was before I got into an altercation with the cousin. But the cousin was standing right there. So it was them two and me and my friend or whatever. But so, like I said, it escalated. So me and the other girl started having a problem. And me and the other girl, the cousin, our problem was more verbal and more like direct and stuff. Like I said, the other girl, she was hitting my friend. She didn't hit me. But the other girl, like I said, me and her, we got an altercation. So hers was more direct. But it all started only because I was distancing myself from somebody. I ain't never say nothing bad about nobody. I ain't never do nothing to nobody. Nothing like that. Alright, y'all see how this ponytail coming together? Boom. But anyway, so that was, like I said, that's in middle school. So the cousin, she was a grade level ahead of us. So when her and her friends started doing stuff to me, bullying me, they was saying stuff about me, all this kind of stuff, they was all a grade level ahead of me. So then from me and the cousin getting into it, having an altercation and everything, involved her friends, all of them, they was being mean to me or whatever, they was bullying me, all that kind of stuff. Excuse me. So then that escalated. Like, it was just a whole bunch of animosity for no reason towards me. And like I'm saying, both of these times in elementary school and in middle school, I didn't do nothing to nobody. I'm an introverted person. Like, I'm extroverted in a good setting, in a setting that I feel comfortable in. I'm extroverted. I'm an Aquarius. I'm like a party person. You gonna catch me, throwing the best parties. Promise you. But I'm not like, I'm not verbal with people unless they verbal with me. I'm not gonna be mean to nobody unless they mean to me more than one time. Because even the first time, like, I brush shit off my shoulder. Like Taylor Swift's song, Shake It Off. I brush it off my shoulder because I'm a grounded person. And I know that, first of all, violence don't ever help nothing. It create more problems. Giving negative people your energy gonna take energy away from you, and that's negative. So I don't do that. From an early age, I stopped doing that. I learned to stop doing that. I used to throw tantrums and stuff like that. But I never was like the type of person to get too wild and violent towards a person unless it was one of them times where somebody was pushing me too far. So, okay, so I do got high school stories too of bullying, but I'm gonna keep this video short and with elementary and what's it called? But yeah, so like right now I guess I'm healing from that because all of that just came up. And like I said, I'm the type of person, like, I don't hold grudges like that, and I know that life is way bigger than this story play that we all playing right now. Is way bigger than that. So I'm not gonna lie. So the girl that was hitting my friend, me and her ended up being cool in high school. We was cool for a little while, a little minute in high school. We didn't have a problem, whatever. But at the same time, I didn't even remember that this stuff had happened. I had forgot about it, and it didn't even come up when we was friends, whatever, because we was on good terms, whatever. But it happened. And I just want to say to the people out there in school right now, to the people who out there being bullies, stop bullying people, especially for no reason, because that just shows your insecurity in yourself. People bully other people when they want to hurt people. Insecure people like to tear other people down for no reason. If you find yourself out there getting bullied for no reason, like you really know that you ain't did nothing to nobody, you ain't said nothing to nobody, you was not in the wrong for nothing that you did toward, like, not hanging out with somebody, not wanting to fuck with somebody, there's nothing wrong with cutting people off. Family, friends, none of that. There's nothing wrong with that. So that you're not in the wrong, and if somebody think you're in the wrong for that, that's them and their insecurities. But anyway, so I'm gonna end this video and I'm gonna make a part 2, because I gotta do something. But yeah, so here go the stick ponytail, and I'm gonna put my scarf on. And I got this little thing. But yeah. Okay, so I'm going to tell y'all the whole message of this anyway. In the part 2, which I'm going to do some hours after this. I'm not going to lie. It's going to be it's going to be a little bit after this. Some time after this. Okay, so now I'm going in with my bristle brush to smooth it down after I just put it in this ponytail. And I'm just smoothing it down. I'm glad I got my slick back ponytail back. Last time I had that and we started doing that, I had just got with my boyfriend at the time, my ex. And y'all, if y'all know my story, y'all know what I've been talking about lately. Y'all know how that went. But yeah, so anyway, getting bullied from a young age like that, like I said, it started in preschool, I'm not gonna lie, but I don't remember everything from preschool, so I can't really talk about it that much. But so first grade, that's when it started being groups of people, and that's when it started being about my skin color, being about just me being me, not messing with nobody else, just me being me. But yeah, y'all see I'm putting this scarf on, right, to lay it down. My edges, at least. This is an edge scarf. This is not a full scarf. But yeah, so that really did something to my character. It really did something to my spirit. And I'm just now healing. Like, I had to heal. I'm healing in a backwards way. So I don't know if I'm healing in a backwards way because just like I was born first and you got to die last or whatever. I don't know if, I hit my midpoint and, I'm going back and, I might die or whatever. But shit, I don't really get no fuck, to be honest, at this point. Not on no suicidal depressed shit, like I'm saying. It's just I'm very grounded, I'm whole, and I'm okay with my life. And I'm okay with the person that I am because, like I said, I'm a good person. I got a lot of knowledge and wisdom. I got a lot of stories I could tell people. I got a lot of things that I can help somebody else with. I can really change people's lives. Like, I can teach them how to change their life for the better and like never look back type stuff if they willing to do it. But I also know that people like me, I bought this from the hair supply store, the beauty supply. But I also know like people like me that come out with the real stuff, the real spiritual stuff, especially of how to heal yourself from the toxic world, which the day is the people, the other people in the world. It is not no Illuminati, it's not no the government. No, the day that kill off the good people, the real good people, the 1 in a million type of people, is the other part of the million. It's the 999,900. Wait, the 99. You know the 49. The how many? The 6 nines. My bad. The 6 nines is them people that kill off that 1 in a million because of their insecurities, their evilness, and their toxicness. Like Dr. Sabi, like Nipsey Hussle, like I ain't gonna lie, it's some other celebrities out there, and it's not even just the celebrity things because they have celebrity status, but we're all human, we're all equal. And normal people, they coming up right now because, like I'm saying, like, we have divine bigger pictures of what we supposed to be doing. It ain't no, oh, you know, I'm this person and I'm this sister and I'm this friend and I'm the, no. We are all one nation under God, and we are all one entity under God. And when you look at yourself minus your surroundings and you look at who you are and what you do and your actions and what God got planned for you, what the higher source got planned for you, that's when you gonna realize, like, the bigger picture is I'm one particle in a big ass galaxy of universes, of black holes and all this kind of stuff. And at any given moment, this vessel that I got right now can switch to another one. And by switch, I mean you can die. And, you know, don't be afraid of death because it's natural. And death is never the end, because what death is rebirth. So when somebody died, they get reborn. Rather, that's physical, spiritual, mental, all of that kind of stuff. So healing is a death and a rebirth. When you heal, you killing off the old version of you that was put down and talked down to and abused and neglected and all that kind of stuff. When you healing, you killing off that version of you, and you stepping and being reborn into the you that you supposed to be now and in the future. That you that's supposed to be making things better. They say to be the change that you want to be. No, be the change that you want to see in the world or something like that. That's because that's the truth. Whatever you in your mind, this need to change and this ain't right and da-da-da, you understand that ain't right, and that's because it's your place to change it. It's your place to be the change of whatever you thinking need to change, whatever you thinking need to be right. I'm gonna look at this in the mirror. I have something to do, but I'm gonna make a part 2. Shit. I need to find, and I can't find no beauty supply store that got what I want, which I want a silk scarf that go all the way around. Now that I'm in a predominantly white area, I can't find no hair products that I actually want. And no, I don't want Shea Moisture and all of the like big brands that white people bought from the black people, or the black people suppressed and got that money for to like do it bad. Because first of all of that stuff, even though I'm not saying those specific ones that I just said is bad, I'm just saying in general. But yeah, so I need a scarf to go over my whole head, because now this part gonna be a little bit frizzy. The flyaways, y'all see the sun shining in. But anyway, I'm gonna do a part 2. I'm gonna do a part 2 later, and y'all gonna see how I take this off, because now it's drying. And Bree, I think that's you on here, and I just want to say thank you for coming on here. And yes, I got this from the beauty supply store. But yeah, and thank you to anybody else who's gonna watch this. And if anybody get butthurt by this, look inside yourself, and you need to heal, because like I said, I'm telling my story. Period.